she's weeping. What ails you, child?
Goody Osborne will hang.
Hang? Hang, you say?
Aye.
The Deputy Governor will permit it.
He sentenced her. He must, but not Sarah Good. For Sarah Good confessed, you see.
Confess to what?
That she sometime made compact with Lucifer and wrote her name in his black book with her blood and bound herself to torment Christians until heaven's thrown down and we all must wish us hell forevermore.
But surely you know what a jabberer she is. Did you tell them that?
Mr. Proctor, in open court she near choked us all to death.
Choked you? How?
She sent her spirit out.
Oh, Mary, Mary, surely you don't...
She tried to kill me many a time, Goody Proctor.
Why, you've never mentioned that before.
Well, I never knew it before. I never knew anything before. When she come into the court, I say to myself, I must not condemn this woman, for she sleep in ditches and is so very old and poor. But then she sit there, denying and denying, and I feel a misty coldness climbing up my back, and the skin on my skull begin to creep, and I feel a clamp around my neck, and I cannot breathe air, and then I hear a voice, a screaming voice, and it were my voice. And all at once I remembered everything she done to me.
What? What did she do to you?
So many a time, Mr. Proctor, she come to this very door, begging for bread and cup of cider. And mark this, whenever I turned her away, she mumbled.
Mumbled? Well, she may mumble if she's hungry.
But what does she mumble, Goody Proctor? You must remember last month, on Monday, I think, I turned her away and I thought my guts would burst for 2 days after. Do you remember it?
Why, I do, I think, but Mary...
So I told that to Judge Haythorne, and he asked her so, Goody good, says he. What curse do you mumble that this girl must fall sick after turning you away? To which she replies, Why, your excellence, no curse at all. I merely say my commandments. I hold from it saying my commandments, says she.
And that's an upright answer.
Aye. And then Judge Hawthorne asked her so, Recite for us your commandments. And out of all the 10, she could not say a single one. She never knew no commandments, and they had her in a flat lie.
They so condemned her.
Why, they must when she condemned herself.
The proof, the proof.
I told you the proof. It's hard proof. Hard as rock, the judges said.
You'll not go to that court again, Mary Warren.
I must tell you, sir, I'll be gone every day now. I'm amazed you do not see the weighty work we do.
What work you do? It's a strange work for a Christian girl to hang old women.
But they will not hang them if they confess, you see. Sarah Good will only sit in jail sometime. Oh, and here's a wonder for you. Think on this. Goody Good is pregnant.
Pregnant? I'm mad, the woman's near to 60.
They had Dr. Griggs examine her, and she's full to the brim. And smoking a pipe all these years. With no husband either. But she's safe, thank God. They'll not hurt the innocent child. Oh, be it not a marvel? You must see it, sir. It's God's work we do. So, I'll be gone every day for some time now. I'm an official of the court, they say.
I'm official, you.
Oh, I'll not stand for whipping no more, Mr. Proctor. The devil's loose in Salem. We must discover where he's hiding.
Well, I'll whip the devil out of you.
Oh, I saved her life today.
I am accused?
You were somewhat mentioned, but I said I never see you send your spirit out to hurt no one. And seeing as I live so closely with you, they dismissed it.
Who accused me?
I am bound by law. I cannot tell it.
Go to bed.
I'll not be ordered to bed no more, Mr. Proctor. I'm 18 and a woman, however single.
Do you wish to sit up? Then sit up.
I wish to go to bed.
Good night, then.
Good night.
Oh, the noose. The noose
There'll be
is up.
no noose.
She wants me dead, John. And you
They
always know
dismissed
it's come
it.
to this. And what of tomorrow? She will cry me out
Sit you
until they
down,
take me.
Elizabeth.
She wants me dead, John.
I
you
say
know it.
sit down. Now we must be wise, Elizabeth.
Indeed, indeed.
Fear nothing. I'll find Ezekiel Cheever, and I'll tell him she said it were all sport.
John, jail. More than that is needed now, I think. Would you favour me with this? Go to Abigail.
What have I to say to Abigail?
John, grant me this. You have a faulty understanding of young girls. There is a promise made in any bed.
What promise?
Spoke or silent. A promise is surely made, and she may dote on it now. I'm sure she does. And thinks to kill me and to take my place. It is her dearest hope, John, I know it. There be 1,000 names. Why does she call mine? There be a certain danger in calling such a name. I am no goody-good who sleeps in ditches, nor Osborne, drunk and half-witted. She dare not call out such a farmer's wife, but there be monstrous profit in it. She thinks to take my place, John.
She cannot think it.
John, have you ever shown her somewhat of contempt? She cannot pass you in the church, but you will blush.
I may blush for my sin.
I think she sees another meaning in that blush.
And what see you, Elizabeth? What see you?
I think you be somewhat ashamed, for I am there, and she's so close.
When will you know me, woman? Were I stone, I would have cracked for shame this 7 month.
Then go, and tell her she's a whore. Whatever promise she may sense, break it, John, break it.
Good. I'll go.
Good evening.
What? Good evening, Mr. Hale. Come in, come in.
I hope I do not startle you.
No, it's only I heard no horse.
You are good by Proctor.
Aye, Elizabeth.
I hope you are not off to bed yet.
No, let you come in, sir. We're not used to visitors after dark, but you're welcome here. Will you sit down, sir?
I will. Let you sit, Goodbye Proctor.
Will you drink cider, Mr. Hale?
Oh, no. It rebels my stomach, and I have further travelling yet tonight. I will not keep you long, but I have some business with you.
Business at the court?
No. I come of my own, without the court's authority. Hear me. I know not if you are aware, but your wife's name is mentioned in the court.
No, sir. Mary Warren told us. We are entirely amazed.
I am a stranger here, as you know, and in my ignorance I find it hard to draw clear opinions of those who come accused before the court. And so this afternoon, and now tonight, I go from house to house. I come now from Rebecca Nurse's house.
Rebecca's charged.
Surely you cannot think so.
These are strange times, mister. No man may longer doubt that the forces of the dark are gathered in monstrous attack upon this village. There is too much evidence now to deny it. You will agree, sir?
I have no knowledge of it. But it's hard to think that so pious a woman be secretly a devil's bitch after 70 years of such good prayer.
Aye. But the devil is a wily one, you cannot deny it. Anyway, she is far from accused, and I know that she will not be. I had thought, instead, to put some questions as to the Christian character of this house, if you'll permit me.
We have no fear of questions, sir.
Good then. In the book of record that Mr. Harris keeps, I note that you are rarely in the church on Sabbath day.
No, sir, you are mistaken.
26 times in 17 months. I'm sorry, I must call that rare. Will you tell me why you are so absent?
Mr. Hale, I never knew that I should account to that man, for I should come to church or stay at home. My wife was sick this winter.
So I have heard. But you, sir, why could you not come alone?
I surely did when I could. And when I couldn't, I would pray at home.
Mr. Proctor, your house is not a church. A Christian on Sabbath day must be in the church. Tell me, you have 3 children.
Aye, boys.
Then how come that only 2 are baptized?
I like it not. If Mr. Parrish should lay his hand upon my baby, I see no light of God in that man. I'll not conceal it.
I must say, Mr. Proctor, that is not for you to decide. The man is ordained, therefore the light of God is in him.
Maybe I've been too quick to bring them into them. But you cannot think we desired the destruction of religion. I think that's in your mind, is it not?
There is a softness in your record, sir. A softness.
I think maybe we have been too hard on Mr. Paris. I think so. But sure, we never loved the devil here.
Do you know your commandments, Elizabeth?
I surely do. There be no mark of blame upon my life, Mr. Hale. I am a covenanted Christian woman.
And you, mister?
I'm sure I do, right?
Let you repeat them, if you will.
Commandments.
Aye.
Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbour's goods, nor make unto thee any graven image. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord in vain, nor have any other gods before me. Thou shalt remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Thou shalt honour thy mother and thy father. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image.
You have said that twice, sir.
Aye.
Adultery, John.
You see, between the two of us, we know them all. I think it'd be but a small fault.
Theology, sir, is a fortress. No crack in a fortress may be accounted small.
There be no love for Satan in this house, sir.
I pray it. I pray it dearly. Well then, I bid you good night.
Mr. Hale, I do think you are suspecting me somewhat. Are you not?
Lady Proctor, I do not judge you. My duty is to add what I may to the godly wisdom of the court. I pray you both good health and good fortune. Good night, sir.
I think you must tell him, John.
What's that?
You tell him.
I have no witness and cannot prove it, except that my words be taken. But I know that the children's sickness had naught to do with witchcraft.
Naught to do?
They were discovered by Mr. Paris sporting in the woods. They were startled and they took sick.
Who told you this?
Abigail Williams.
Abigail?
She told me on the day you arrived, sir.
Why did you keep this?
I didn't know until tonight that the whole world has gone daft with this nonsense.
Nonsense! I myself have examined Tituba, Sarahgood, and numerous others, and they have all confessed to dealing with the devil. They have confessed it.
And why not? If they must hang for denying it, there are them that will confess to anything before they'll hang, Mr. Hale. Have you ever thought of that?
I have. I have indeed. And you, sir, will you testify to this in court?
I had not reckoned in going into court. If I must, I will.
And fall to that, I think.
I falter nothing. I only wonder if my story will be credited in such a court. I do wonder it. If a minister as steady-minded as yourself will question such a woman that never lied. She cannot lie. The whole world knows she cannot. I may falter somewhat, mister, but I'm no fool.
Proctor, are you open with me now? For I have heard something that troubles me. It is said you hold no belief there may even be witches in this world. Is that true, sir?
I have no knowledge of it. The Bible speaks of witches, and I'll not deny them.
And you, woman?
I I cannot believe it.
You cannot!
I cannot think the devil may own a woman's soul, Mr. Hale, when she keeps an upright way as I have. I am a good woman, I know it. And if you believe I may do only good work in the world, and yet be secretly bound to Satan, then I must tell you, sir, I do not believe it. If you think I am one, then I say there are none.
You surely do not fly against the gospel! The gospel!
She does not mean to doubt the gospel. You cannot think it. This be a Christian house, sir. A Christian house.
God keep you both. Let the third child be quickly baptized and go you without fail into Christian prayer every Sunday, and keep a quiet, solemn way among you. I think we
John! Giles! What's the matter?
They take my wife! And Rebecca knows.
Rebecca's charged?
John, Jeeva came and take her in a second. We've only now come from the jail. And they will not even let us in to see them.
Oh, they've surely gone wild now, Mr. Hale.
Reverend Hale, can you not speak to the deputy governor? I'm sure the mistakes is pretty
Calm yourself, Mr. Nurse!
My wife is the very brick and mortar of the church. And Martha Corey, there cannot be a woman closer to God than Martha.
How is Rebecca charged, Mr. Nurse?
For murder she's charged. For marvelous and supernatural murder of Goody Putnam's babies. What am I to do, Mr. Hale?
Believe me, if Rebecca Nurse is tainted, there's nothing stopping the whole green world from burning. Let you rest upon the judgment of the court. The court will send her home, I know it.
You cannot mean she will be tried in court?
How may such a woman murder children?
Remember, man, until an hour before the devil fell, God thought him beautiful in heaven.
I never said my wife were a witch, Mr. Hay. I only said she was reading books.
What exactly is the complaint against your wife, Mr. Corey?
The damn mongrel Walcott charged her. You see, he bought a pig on my wife 4 or 5 years ago, and the pig died soon after. So he come dancing in for his money back. So my Martha, she says to him, Walcott, if you don't have the wit to feed a pig properly, you won't live to own many, she says. Now he goes to court and claims that from that day to this, he can't keep a pig alive for more than 4 weeks. For my Martha bewitched them with her books.
Good evening. Good evening to you, John
Right,
Proctor.
Mr. Chief. I hope you come not on business of the court.
I do, Proctor. I'm a clerk of the court now, you know.
It's a pity, Ezekiel, that an honest tailor might have made it to heaven must burn in hell.
I must do as I'm told. Surely you must know that, Giles. Now, Proctor, believe me, how heavy be the law. All its tonnage I do carry on my back tonight. I have a warrant for your wife.
You said you were not charged.
I know nothing of this. When was she charged?
I'm giving 16 warrant tonight, sir, and she is one.
Who charged her?
Why, Abigail Williams charged her.
Abigail. On what proof? What proof?
Now, Proctor, I have little time. The court bid me search your house, but I like not to search a house, so will you please hand me any puppets your wife may keep here?
Puppets.
I never kept no puppets, not since I were a girl.
I spy a puppet, Goody Proctor.
Oh, this is Mary's.
Would you please to give it to me?
Has the court discovered a text in puppets now?
Do you keep any others in this house?
No. Nor this one until tonight.
Now, woman, would you please to come with me?
She will not! Elizabeth, fetch Mary here.
What signifies a puppet, Mr. Jeeva?
Why, they say it might signify that she... why this? Why this?
What's that?
Why, it is a needle.
What signifies a needle?
The girl, the Williams girl, Abigail Williams, sir. She sat to dinner in Reverend Parris's house tonight, and without word nor warning, she fell to the floor. Like a struck beast, he says, and screamed a scream that a bull would weep to hear. And he goes to save her, and stuck 2 inches in the flesh of her belly, he draw out a needle, and demanded of her how she come to be so stabbed. She testified were your wife's familiar spirit that pushed it in.
She's done it herself. Surely you're not taking this for proof, Mr. Hale.
'Tis hard proof. I find here a puppet that Goody Proctor keeps. I have found it, sir. And in the belly of that puppet, a needle stuck. I tell you, true Proctor, I never warranted to see such proof of hell, and I bid you obstruct me not frighten.
Mary, here now. How did this puppet come into my house?
What puppet's that, sir?
This puppet. This puppet.
Why, I believe it is mine.
It is yours, is it not?
It is, sir.
And how did it come into my house?
Why, I made it in the court, sir, and gave it to Goody Proctor tonight.
Now, sir, do you have it?
Mary, a needle has been found inside this puppet.
Well, I meant no harm by it, sir.
You stuck it in there yourself?
I believe I did, sir.
Say you now.
John, you be sure this is your natural memory? Could it be that someone conjures you now even to say this?
Conjures me? Why, no, sir. I'm entirely myself, I think. Let you ask Susanna Walcott. She saw me sewing it in court. Oh, ask Abby. Abby sat beside me while I made it.
Mary, you charge a cold and cruel murder on Abigail.
Murder? I charge no murder.
Abigail was stabbed tonight. A needle was found stuck into her belly.
And she charges me.
Aye.
Oh, why, the girl is murder. She must be ripped out of the world.
You heard that, sir. Ripped from the world. You've heard it.
Out with you!
You ripped the deputy governor.
Damn the deputy governor!
Proctor! Proctor!
Get ye gone with them!
If she is innocent, the court will acquit her.
If she is innocent, why do you never suspect if Mr. Paris be innocent, or Abigail? Are the accusers always holy now? Were they born this morning as clean as God's fingers? I'll tell you what's walking Salem. Vengeance is walking Salem. We are what we always were in Salem. But now the little children are jangling the keys to the kingdom, and common vengeance writes the law. This warrant is vengeance. I will not give my wife to vengeance.
I'll go with them, John.
You will not go!
John, I think I must go with them. Mary, there is bread enough for the morning. You will bake in the afternoon. You will help Mr. Proctor as you were his daughter. You owe me that, and much more. When the children wake, speak nothing of witchcraft. It will frighten them.
I'll bring you home. I'll bring you home soon.
Bring me soon, John.
I will fall like an ocean on that court. Fear nothing, Elizabeth.
I will fear nothing. Tell the children I have gone to visit someone sick.
Mr. Proctor.
Out of my sight!
Charity, Proctor. Charity. What I have heard in her favour, I will not fear to testify in court. God help me. I cannot judge her innocent nor guilty. I know not. But consider only this. The world goes mad, and it profit nothing to lay the cause of it to the vengeance of a little girl.
You are a coward now. Though you be ordained in God's own tears, you are a coward now.
John, tell me, are we lost?
Go home now, Giles. We'll speak all tomorrow.
We'll come early, eh?
Go home.
Good night, then.